What's up, guys? We're going to do a little DIY how-to on pinning a rifle here. So whether you've got a mess like this one or you've got a black rifle, tape off everything that you need taped off. Glass, triggers, mag wells, go ahead and wipe it down with alcohol. Get you a flat black primer. I like to use this Rust-Oleum right here. And you're going to go ahead and coat anything that's going to be painted in that Rust-Oleum. Always start with very light coats on your first one. You want it to dry completely, so depending on your weather and in your environment is how long you need to do to space this out. So just slowly layer it up. Like I said, I was covering any other paint job that was an issue, as you saw, and flipping it over, doing the other side here. So whether you are doing a rifle that already is painted or you are doing a rifle that isn't, I would still recommend this flat black. It gives it a better tone. You don't want gloss black showing through with this camo paint job. You want a flat black, and plastic stocks and metal ARs are both going to be more of a glossy thing. So once you've got it all blacked out, I'd recommend taping off some accents. So if you've got some kind of a checkering somewhere on there, if you've got some kind of a design, anything that you can do to add a little bit of detail into this is going to make it look a lot more finished in the long run. So I taped off the cross-checkered areas here near the hand, where your hands go basically. If you've got anything on your gun, I would try to add that in. It does look better in the long run. If you're trying to be a whole hidden rifle, obviously you don't need to do that. But so get it taped up, and we're gonna go to the next step. Don't worry about little issues that you're gonna be having with if you're doing a camo job. All those little things are gonna get covered up. I like a porous sponge. I got this one at Ace Hardware. I like to get those uneven holes. That's what really helps with this pattern. So find you a sponge that, not like a regular house sponge, that gives a weird stringy look. So these are going to be my colors. I like to use a Krylon Camouflage Olive for the green. That is a Rust-Oleum Camouflage Sand is the color on that one. I like the sand for the tan. And then just plain old Rust-Oleum Brown is what we went with for the brown color. I was looking at another color here, but I decided to end up not using it, the one I put down there. So we just go with a flat protective enamel brown, as basic as possible. Give us a good color here. Next thing I like to do is to go grab something of a similar material. So if you're doing a plastic stock, grab some kind of piece of plastic. I have this traction board here. If you're doing a AR with metal, I would try to find a metal object. You're going to get an idea of how the paint works before you start applying it to whatever your actual item is. So I like to go ahead and fill up the bowls with paint, these paper bowls, to kind of collect my paint in there. Go ahead and fill them up, make a little wet, area in the bottom, and then pick a color. I like to start with tan as my base color because I like to cover it the most. So just go ahead and splotch. Make sure you're not going like left, right. Do the top, do the bottom. Don't follow any patterns. I showed you a line in the back, but try not to follow any patterns. Switch a color, start to fill in, and then you're kind of just going in between. You don't want to cover any wet paint yet. You don't want to touch any wet paint together and mix them. So I'm going on a brown here. Basically here, I'm kind of filling in my spots. Don't fill in on the black. You don't want to cover the black up. The black is one of the colors that's going to come through. So for now, you're just kind of getting it as even of a spread as you can. This is going to be it after that. You can see this is one coat. You can technically stop right here if you like it there. There's no problem with stopping there. I'm going to go ahead and double up on layers so it gives it a little bit more detail. When you're going for your round two, make sure you're not covering up any of the colors with the same colors. That's wasteful. So if you grab green, you're going to go cover tan and brown spots. And not all the way cover them, but splotch on those. And then when you're done with that, you're going to go with tan, and then you're going to take the tan, you're going to go over all the green and the brown spots, and then when you grab the brown, you're going to go all over the tan and the green spots. So always cover opposite colors, make sure everything's dry so you're not mixing paint. I like to kind of step back a little bit, look at it from a bigger angle, try to see if something looks like too much of one color or it's missing something here or there, so you can kind of spread it out more. It's going to be a personal preference. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. Just go for it. Don't be scared. So this is the product we came up with stock-wise. This is kind of what you're going to look like before you're peeling tape. So I'm happy with that. It's pretty even, pretty spread out on colors. So we're going to go ahead and put it back together. And this is what we get. Nice, complete looking rifle that you'd find on a shelf. You can see the black accents that I was talking about in the handle there and up here on the stock. Farther up, or I guess foregrip technically up there. So if you like it, please like and subscribe and let me know what you want to see next. I'd love to help you out.